Hey folks, Cooladian here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio. I am clearing up this nest, because I think these are the guys that keep poaching my stone mines, which are not critical, but it's still kind of annoying to have to deal with, you know, blowing them up and things like that. They actually blew up two of my laser turrets, probably because I didn't actually hit stone walls defending them. I don't think the laser turrets fire particularly fast. They have a really long range, but that's about it. I'm actually thinking the laser turrets probably need to be paired up with, like, flamethrowers or something like that, just to help balance both. But I'm building the stone walls now, so I suspect those guys were probably part of the problem there. But it does suck because the resource hit hurts a lot. You can see I am building some productivity modules currently. There we go, that'll feel better. Because what I'm trying to do is just buff up our red circuit production. We actually have quite a bit of a backlog going on now, which feels good, because the production is still slow, but it doesn't actually get used very quickly. I'm going to grab a bunch of those, actually, because then I don't have to spend a million years building them manually. I'll have to make sure at some point that this is still flowing correctly, but that's going to be okay. We're going to want... we got 7 in the bank already. Hold on. I want a total of 12, so that will be perfect. So this keeps increasing the power consumption. It also decreases the production time. Like, we get it less quickly, but it's more material efficient, which in this case I'm going to be okay with, because we have still a little bit of a hard time getting, like, the critical mass of plastic. I did put some productivity modules in there. We're going to keep making heavy use of this for now, up until we get our infrastructure actually correctly made all the way through. The way it seems to work is... it starts a second bar that slowly fills up, and when this is done, you get, like, a free unit, which is kind of an interesting way of doing it, I suppose. There we go, we gotta wait for the last few to come in. They're still super duper slow, which is one of the reasons I really have to get that automated. And robots. How many episodes in a row am I going to talk about needing robots and automating more things, huh? Probably a few more, actually. Still, I mean, we're clearly making more red bits than we need right now, so actually having it be more efficient is going to be quite nice, especially since, again, I want to eventually get all this to come way down so that we can get a bit of a bust going on. I figured out blueprints, so I made some blueprints, and I also made a blueprint book over here. How do I open the blueprint book? Is it right-click to open it? So these are all blanks, actually, but I have one completed blueprint here for the solar array. So the way you do it is you build these blueprints, the blue bits here. Then with it on your mouse, you can click and drag to cover an area, and it'll make a blueprint out of that. And then after that, when you've got the blueprint in your hand, you can just plop it down. You got to shift right-click mostly to make the ghosts, I think. I don't think anything else is practical. But yeah, and the blueprint that book is just there so you can group them into a pile, which is nice. And I might put a roboport in the middle here. I don't know if it'll reach the whole thing. I guess we could go and build our first one over here. It takes a lot of advanced circuits, which I have a ton of them in my inventory right now, apparently. I can build 3 of these roboports and maybe get started. I don't know what the robot production is like. Do we need to... I don't know if we need to build robots somewhere, or if they just get built out of here. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go and put the final productivity module in here, just to get, again, more material efficiency over here is what we're looking for. Because I did go and add a second plastic factory, which I didn't have for a long time, although we don't have enough petroleum gas to really fund all this, which means we really are going to have to go over here and get that oil. Too bad it's so heavily guarded. Kind of concerned about what that's going to mean. Alright, production here is good and fine, and actually overkilled in many different ways, which is alright. Too much overkill is fine. Oh, yeah, so I finished my first roboport, right? I just built it. So, if I were... And I mean, really, I'm going to need one where my goods get produced, and I think you need to chain them to create one giant sort of logistics area or whatever to really get things over. And I'm not sure if this roboport is what is used for all robots, or just... Okay, these areas, I think the orange bit is the construction area. So things will get auto-constructed within that range, and the yellow bit is the range for logistics. So if I went and build it, say, I don't know, right here. There we go, for example. This won't literally cover the whole area. You're complaining you don't have power. Oh, because this doesn't actually reach? I suppose not. But if I did get a substation, which I don't currently have one in inventory, so if we build one, wow, they build fast, and dropped it there, because at some point we will want one. Oh, that's still not within radius. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just drop a little one of those. Okay, so we have a substation. Oh, I do have to build robots and put them in here. Huh. So what's involved in building a... What's the exclamation marks? Oh, it's probably saying... Yeah, we don't have the material for it. Okay, that's going to be a little distracting. We'll have to see how that goes. So, these are chests, which actually can be useful for things. Okay, construction robots. We need flying robot frames, which probably get built over here. Right here. Which needs electric engine units. Ooh, which are built here. Which require lubricant, which we don't have yet. Oh my god. So we need a huge chain of stuff before we can start doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and... Really? That warning is not going to go away while these blueprints are here? That's a wee bit annoying. Oh no, there we go. Excellent. Power situation is great, by the way. Our accumulators are staying very nicely charged all throughout the night. We have an overkill of power production, which we do like to see. So if we're ever going to have a chance to build any of this, well, two things. We do need some lubricants at some point, but also I really need to get a proper production chain going on down south. So let's look into that. We're going to need a whole lot of transport belts. Now, we've got some production for that going on, but I don't think it's being accumulated into a chest of any kind. Let's go and take a look. I think we're just going to have a bit of backlog. We've got a chest storing the fast ones, which might still be handy. But yeah, we don't have anyone for the normal ones, so... You are going to grab transport belts. I mean, you were already doing the right thing, but I think it might have been partially luck. And yeah, we never need more than 50 stored in there, I don't think. Even that, like, that's going to be overkill. I'm actually going to go and dump that. There we go. That's going to be fine. We are going to need quite a lot of this. We got to make sure we don't overfill our inventory, but yeah, we are going to want a whole lot. And this is not, like, really rapid production of these things in any way whatsoever, but it should suffice. I've got a bunch of reds going on as well, so that's going to be okay. So just a little bit, and of course we can just produce a lot of our own, especially if we go and pick up, I mean, we'll need a lot of iron plates, but also the gears, right? So I can pick up a whole ton of these. There was a little bit of wire on there, inappropriately. So go and do this. So we're going to need lots and lots of transport belts. So let's see what we can't do over here. We've already cleared that nest over here, which makes me think that going sideways would be quite nice. I'm wondering if I should go over and clear this nest as well, just to reduce the possible threats. I think we'll manage okay right now. So what we're doing is we are going to try to get production lines that are running very much in parallel here, like this, and each one of these is going to carry one type of good on each side. So there's going to be a bunch of these going sideways, one for each type of possible good, at least for most things. We're not going to worry about the science. That's going to be about okay. We're not going to be worrying about... I don't think we'll worry about gears either. Actually, we might. We might want to do the gears. We don't need wire, but a lot of things need the gears. It'll be quite handy if we have one tread like that. But we are going to want steel. Now, I don't know if it's convenient for us. It might be possible. Right over here, what I'm going to do, and let's get some fast splitters going on here. Most of them are just going to be fine with slow splitters, but we'll want a few fast ones. Let me go and pop that, put that there, and then, yeah, just use the regular pace one. That and undergrounds, we're going to need a whole lot of those. Let's see, more like that. I think we can just do one of those. And have this run south. Actually, bringing the coal will be probably handy as well. I don't know if we'll really need coal the same way, but it's not a bad idea. Let's just worry about one thing at a time, though. Let's get you running this way. Let's you do this, and like this. have that actually pointing the right way. There we are. Now, there might, depending on how common various things are, it might be more or less convenient to have different things on different sides. A lot of things need steel plates. Probably good to have it on the outside. I mean, at this point, it'll be the top as opposed to just any outside, but I think that's going to be okay. I don't think we're going to do coal, actually, because we're not going to be doing any more smelting. On the bus here is not going to be for things that require to be smelted. The smelting will have it happen somewhere else. And as we all know, whoever smelt it, dealt it, something. I don't know. I'm trying too hard. Trying too hard to make the puns. Okay, let's split you. Now, again, these splits don't guarantee the best throughput all the time, but that's something we can investigate in the future. So I better put the iron and the steel next to one another because I keep calling iron steel. So therefore, they'll be next to each other, and it'll make it that much more confusing. So we're going to have that. That's going to be great. Now, I could bring copper all the way over here, but I've got actual copper bits over here. Why don't I set up an electric smelting thing with the copper here? I won't even have to worry about bringing coal over. Actually, I didn't realize there's steel over, or iron over here too, which is good because we can add more if we need additional throughput. So I think that's actually what I'm going to do. I realize that we have plenty of copper being mined in a few different areas, but this is going to be okay. So I don't have any mines right now, right? Nope, I don't. And the electric furnace over here needs stone bricks. And the nice thing is if I need any of the raw materials, I can just run over it like this, and that's going to be lovely. So we're making plenty of stone bricks over here. I need to make sure not to overdo my grabbing here. Let's grab like 4 of them. That's going to be okay. But I mean, I do have the coal. I could just run some down here for the smelting. We actually have tons of coal. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to go and trim that back like that. So it still comes in on one side. That's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and split. And yeah, I'll just go and do that. So this, again, is not going to be added to the bus. But for right now... Oh, I can't walk through my own car? Come on. It's going to be very convenient to do this. Let me leave that there for a bit. And again, if it turns out we need more iron, we can start that. Hell, we could even start more steel production if it turns out that we need some of that going on. So what I'm going to do here is... Nice autosave. Screwing up my placement. Just start with that. That's going to be okay. And you can dump directly, say, into a furnace, right? Yeah, why not? Oh, I already had some of these. Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll use them at some point. Now, I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 ratio or anything. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Here, we'll expect that we're going to want one more mine there, just for symmetry, if nothing else. You can see already, like, I'm having to make gears. Yeah, we'll definitely get a gear production going underway. All right, so we've got that. So what we're going to do is get our belts. And you are going to be running here. So I just want to run backwards like this. You know, I'm happy Factorio no longer punishes corners. It used to. Things would sort of desync around corners. It was very annoying. And I don't think we actually need the fast inserters, but what the hell? I think they do use more power though, right? Probably. Can we get our stats on that? Energy consumption 46 versus 13. Wow, yeah, that would add up. So let's say we do that. And we need our medium poles here, which we are going to need more than one. If I do this, it will actually cover the mines too, though, so that's kind of handy. And let's say we get a big pole, boom, like that. All right, so you're going to start producing that. Then we need to get rid of the stuff. Oh, this is in a bad area, actually, because I need to do this, and we need some more long-handled inserters. Good number of them. You're going to do that, that. Again, we're going to get rid of that and put that there. And so our medium, yeah, we're going to need multiples. Let's just do this. It's fine. There we go. So you're all wired up, and you're going to try to dump. And what we're going to do is do this. Like this. We're going to get the underground path. Do I need more of them? Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. We'll need a bunch of them to get this going properly. I guess I could put it... You know what? Let's just do that. There's a few different ways I could have fixed this, but we're going to start with this. And I'm out of these already. I have to pick up a bunch more. We can produce more if I grab that, but we can also pick up some completed ones, because again, I will need a ton of these. Where are we? Down here. Boom. It's a good thing they don't use power. Yeah, let's, well, there you go, because otherwise it'll fill up my inventory in an annoying way. So if we do this, I'm gonna fix this so that things go on both sides, but just, I want to finish this first. Like so. And then over here, I'll leave a little bit of a gap just in case. We need more splitters. Yes, we do. If we do that. Followed by that. There we go. So now we will correctly use both sides of this. And we have some more awesome going on. It's going to make it so much easier to mass produce a lot. And in particular to have little areas to produce all kinds of things, like automatic solar panel production, automatic laser production, so on and so forth, that then can tie in very, very, very well to the robot production. So you're going to have that. Yes, let's get a little bit of a gear production. And it actually might be easy for me to get that just over here. I'm going to chop a few trees here for space. Also, I hate trees. What am I, an elf? Nope, I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is put in a little cut here, and that's just going to go underground like that, which gives us room here to put in a splitter, which I can't find. Where is it? Over here. Let's get a couple more of those underway. Oop, not there. There. That way I can branch off like so. All right. So now that we've got that, I can get just the baseline production units. Do I have any kicking around in my inventory? What is this? Bacon. Transmits the effective modules to nearby friendly entities. I don't know what that would mean with the beacon. Probably crazy stuff. Okay, I've got lots of these assembly modules, which is good and lovely. Let's go and get... you know what? I bet you this is going to be plenty. But I've got 5. You know what? I don't want to do that, because this way I end up with a nice little even this, which always feels really good. Get some of that. Get some of that over there like that. We need some power, so if I do... I guess no matter what, I'm not going to be able to avoid having maybe a few more than I would like, but that's okay. So something like that. And actually, I can get one here. It won't reach the other side, so I will need one. There we go. Maximum coverage. Lots of redundancy, but that's okay. And then a big pole, which... There we are, like that. Good. So you're just going to make gears. Boop, 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 like that. And then we're going to dump it over on the other side. This is going to need another little underground passageway. So we're going to do this a lot. And there's probably a better way to do it that uses up a little bit less material, but this is going to be fine. So that's going to be that, and right before we get in here, we're going to put a break right there, which is going to allow us to, again, I want to make sure to saturate both sides, because it means, by doing this, it means we can just have a lot more in our pipeline, in our bandwidth. Basically, we're storing a lot of gears on the conveyor belts themselves. So that's going to be okay. This may not be enough gear production, but we can scale it up, right? I can extend it this way, or I can decide to start another gear production down the road. I can do all kinds of things and just start to add that in there. I don't think we use gears that quickly, so I suspect this will be fine. But again, we'll just play it by ear. If I can double the production or whatever very, very, very easily. Now, there is going to be one little trickiness when we go... It actually doesn't show up here. If ever we go from a double to a single, which is going to happen from time to time, it'll prefer to feed from one side versus the other, so you can get a little bit of differences going on there, which is kind of a little annoying. But we'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, that's good. Any other baseline stuff we would like on here? Yeah, we're going to need a lot of circuits, right? Because one of the things we need to start doing is we need to start producing blue circuits, which, oh my god, needs actual sulfuric acid. Damn. That's actually really inconvenient. Although, okay, blue circuits just take greens and reds. And we actually have easy production for that up north already. So I think all the circuits will still get produced up by the up by our oil patch. And in fact, our second oil patch will be there soon, because we produce red over here, which red needs green. So we're already producing, this is actually right here. These are green circuit production. Here's our red circuit production. So we need to expand on this, but we can start producing blue circuits up here as well. Oops, accidentally panning over. We will definitely need to clear this area, though. What's involved in building a tank? Can I build tanks yet? That's car. These are train things. Where's tank? Landfill? Used to build grass. Can be used to mine a path of any kind. I think we can cover water with this stuff, too. I don't know if I have tank tech. Are we actually... oh, it needs 500? That is a lot. And you are still waiting for red circuits. Oh my god. That's why we're not... that's why things have been stalled for a while. I broke that, and I forgot about it. So that's okay. Red circuits and batteries. That's actually, I think that's been broken for a little while. Lab research speed 4. It is the final one. That's a lot of production for it. I'm not sure that it's worth waiting on that. I think we need... tanks. Oh, tanks is already in the list. Excellent. Let's go ahead and start unlocking that. We're going to have to start producing tank shells, apparently. Yeah, so you need the research, but that's going to start to happen. So now the red circuits are coming down here. Excellent. Now, because the red circuit production is so slow, we could just grab the red circuits off this. Now, what do we need to build red circuits? I don't remember. Do we need plastic or anything like that? Yeah, that's why we're producing it up north. Now, I could. It's a long trip, but I could just get the plastic to come all the way down here. And that way we could get all our circuit production in one bus. And that might actually be the best. It's going to suck in the short term, but long term it's going to be really good for us. If we did have all the plastic down here. It would take... oh, it's a long trip. God, it's a long trip. We do have a little bit more oil around here. These are very small patches of oil, but... oh, there's a big one over here. It's probably just as far, honestly. So, is this me on the map? No. Is that my car? Did I just realize the car is actually on the map? It's the triangle? This is me. Oh, shit. That's going to make my life a lot easier in the future. A lot easier. So, you're good here. It's the sulfuric acid. That's the only problem. Because otherwise, I would just make my circuits here. But we need sulfuric acid to make the blue circuits. I don't know. Is there anything else I can build in place here without needing anything else? If I could get a steady supply of green circuits over here, which I can. Green circuits are quite easy to build, right? Iron plate. Yeah. All right. Let's get a chain over here. No matter what, there's going to be green circuit production. I think I'm going to build it to the south over here, so that's going to be okay. So for the green circuits, we need iron plates and we need copper cables. So for the iron plates, what we're going to need is more underground stuff. So there's no night vision, unlock alien technology, explosive rocketry. Better shotgun shells. Oh, stack inserter. Yeah, this is quite cool. For a long time, I actually thought these were new kind of inserters altogether, but it's not that. It allows... or is it? Stack inserters, yeah. They move multiple items together, so they are a different type of inserter. But I think that only works if it's going from, like, chest to chest or from, like, train to chest or something like that. I think if it's putting it on a belt, that only does one at a time. But it is still quite handy. I don't think we need that short term. I don't think landmines lead to anything. Let's unlock alien tech potential so we can always craft some ourselves. Because I think we can craft them in our sack pretty easily. Okay, so what was I looking for? I was looking, before we got interrupted, for more underground belts. And what I need to do is put a break in this. That's actually longer than I need, but that's okay. Doesn't actually hurt, because no matter what, it's still just going to use one underground belt for each one of these. And we will also need one here, but hold on a sec. So I should keep my underground belts. Let's clear this. Let's clear that as well. Oh, it clears to there. That's not what I'm looking for. Because I want splitters. I got splitters, underground belts, and regular belts. There we go. I wanted these organized. I don't need you there. Okay, so I'm going to split this. And what I'm going to do is run you down this way. And I want a parallel line with the copper. So I think what's going to happen is you are going to run underground that way. There we are. And you're running this way, and you're running this way. Now, it would be very easy for me to just combine these into one track. And I think I will do that, although we will notice some of the clumpiness. So if I ran you this way, then here, and here, and then this just goes like that, it'll combine. But you can see it feeds primarily from one side. That will lead to some unevenness on the bus, although we can rebalance from time to time, and we may do that. This will just going to save me on some inserters, which is going to be okay. Oh, you know what? I'm being an idiot. I forgot. We don't need copper plates. What we need, in fact, is copper wire. So we're going to do that. You're going to pull back for a sec. And what I need is more of these. There's a ratio as opposed to going 1-to-1. I think I'm trying to remember if you go from one wire assembler to two of the next one or vice versa. I don't think I'll care. I think we'll go ahead and accept the fact that we're not going to be running this at full production, and that's going to be okay. So what we're going to do is this one here is going to be running the copper wire, like this. And this one here, and you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. That's going to be fine. A double space. Like this is going to be making the circuits. Actually, we need to triple space, or I need to change things up. No, that was okay. Arg. Because then what I do is I grab the plates, iron plates, not steel, iron, like that. We use the yellow inserters, like that, and then we use some long handle inserters, like that. And you need some inserters this way and that way. And then we grab the poles, like so, like so, like so, and like so. And we tell you once again that you're making these. And then we can just take it off on the other side. And now we have a new belt. Although we're going to make sure to balance like that. And then just give you power. We are going to need a bunch more medium electrical poles, though, going forward. So let's go ahead and take care of that, and that, and that. There we are. So that'll balance this. Probably we'll need to extend this later on, but that's okay. Yeah, I think one of these can feed two of those, or you make two of these and it feeds into three of these. So there's going to be a lot of idleness here, and I think it uses the same electricity all the time. I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of electricity, we have nothing in the accumulator. I think we need to really get our next solar panel array up and running here. But as we can see, we got a lot of resources. I think I will be stuck manually building these again. So, well, we don't want to build our own electric circuits because we can just pick them up. I think we're going to need a lot more electrical circuits. I think I'm going to go and add a little bit more to this. Like this, just a wee bit more. And again, I could get more efficiency with the correct ratios, but that sounds like work. Like this, although I mean efficiency does sound pretty damn sexy, I will admit. Are we really out of these? Yeah, I'll have to go and pick up another bin full. But right now, I just need one more to go there. Excellent, thank you. And then you go like that. And on the other side, you're going to go like this. Excellent. Paste. Paste. And electricity. Like that. That's overlapping, which is going to drive me crazy. Let's do this, and then run you upwards. There we go. All right, so we're going to have lots of these, which is going to be swell. Vroom. So we're going to need a ton of accumulators, which mostly means I got to pick up some batteries. Or iron plates, actually. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Like that. More tech came in. Personal roboport. Insert into armor allows construction workers to work from your inventory. That sounds like the sort of thing that would be worth building up on my own. Now, if I did go and put some sulfuric acid in barrels, I wonder if I would be able to build things that need sulfuric acid from my inventory. That would be kind of handy. But yeah, if we take a look at the power, we really do have a shortage of electricity, which is a no good. So we're going to go ahead and build a great many of these components between episodes, and I will go ahead and establish the other station. You can see hold on. Why are you only on one side here? I thought I was doing a balancing act on these at some point. Was I not? Huh. How come? Look, why is it only coming in on one side over here? Because it's only on one side here. Well, oh, because this one's only feeding on the one. Also... Oh, yeah. Wow. Why are you using a burner inserter here? Let's use that. That's going to be a lot faster. That way it's not going to need as much coal. It's because everything's going on just one side over here. We literally don't have the production for it. So, in theory, ultimately, both sides of this line will get used. But short term, what I'm going to do, just as a balancing thing, I'm going to go ahead and do this and that. There we go. So that things will show up on both over here and will fill in both sides. But it's a good sign that really I probably need more iron production, which we can do at this end of things, which will be quite nice. So that will balance at some point and fill in, so that's going to be quite good. So yeah, short term, I'm going to just keep picking stuff up. I'm going to keep researching random things, which will be handy later on. There's probably something else that I need to research in the short term, but there it is. Yeah, all right. Well, this is gonna be my life for the next 10 minutes here while we set up another power plant. I probably have enough goods for it. The one thing I don't know is how many solar panels in total I need. I suppose if I'd left that roboport over there, I would know. Damn, I can't believe I need sulfuric acid to produce these robot parts. That's very annoying because I would love to get the robot thing going on, but we cannot. I don't remember if I need a bunch of... Oh, stopping your car on these will move the car. I don't know if I need a bunch of these, although I suspect I probably do. So let's grab a ton. We got tons of these circuits. I think we need a bunch of batteries for the accumulators and stuff too. They take a long time to build manually, but at least I can, so that's okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build up the other solar panel array, and then we'll continue this next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.